This is the OTB Network.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Horses and Courses. I'm Jean Wood. Busy weekend of stakes racing action. We had a holiday weekend just passed, so we had an extra day of stakes racing action from around the country. We're going to get things kicked off down at Gulfstream Park, where last Friday they ran the Grade 3 Shirley Jones for fillies and mares sprinting. 7 furlongs the distance, $100,000 the purse. Let's head down to Gulfstream now for the running of the Grade 3 Shirley Jones.
They're off. Tugger broke well, as did Vague Memory and Super Duper Miss. Raging Fever right there between them. These four race out, and Tugger is hard sent through at the rail. Celtic Melody and Irish Fantasy are next, and Cat K is the trailer as they hook up with the main track. Raging Fever between horses. Tugger at the rail, Vague Memory to the outside. They go very quickly, and Raging Fever is ahead in front. Celtic Melody moves up between horses. Super Duper Miss is 3 wide, and Irish Fantasy in the second flight. They're all less than 3 lengths from the front, and then 10 lengths last is Cat K as they go into the far turn in the 24th. Shirley Jones Handicap. Raging Fever and Tugger have gone quickly to this point. Raging Fever's a half length in front. Tugger now battles at the rail, and so Raging Fever clears at the 3 furlong marker. Celtic Melody and Vague Memory are now together second and third as Tugger drops out of it. Irish Fantasy and Super Duper Miss 6 from the front. Cat K has moved up to the back of the pack, but she's now moving in within 7 lengths of the lead, and the lead is held by Raging Fever. Raging Fever off the top of the turn. She'll have to hold off Cat K, who's third now but soon to be into second, and here comes Pat Day and Cat K. Celtic Melody at the rail. Irish Fantasy with a late run. Cat K with big strides. Raging Fever reaches for the wire. It is Cat K and Raging Fever. They're going to come to the wire together. Cat K's got the momentum, and Cat K's got the win.
Cat Key getting the pace that she needed and catching Raging Fever in the final 16th of a mile. Holding on for a good length and a half was Raging Fever over the long shot. Vague Memory, longest shot on the board at 85-1. Early pace set by Raging Fever. She did face some pressure in the early going by Tugger, who was hard ridden in the early going to keep pace. The fractions tell the tale as Cat Key got exactly the pace she needed to run down Raging Fever. The winner, Cat Key, is a 5-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Pleasant Colony from Cadillacing by Aladar. Bred in Kentucky by the Phipps stable. She is owned by Ogden Phipps and trained by Shug McGahee. Ridden to victory by Pat Day. Cat Key completes the 7 furlongs in 1:22-1. Saturday, a pair of stakes races, both Grade 1 at Gulfstream Park. We're going to begin with the Gulfstream Park Breeders' Cup Handicap going long on the turf. 1 3/8 for 3-year-olds and up. Grade 1 status on the grass. Let's head down to Gulfstream now for the running of the Gulfstream Park Breeders' Cup Handicap.
They're off. Band is passing. Unites Big Red. El Tawasul and Dawn of the Condor show speed. El Tawasul is the early leader. Revved Up comes away running a close 5th, then to the inside and Riddles Down, followed by Drama Critic, who's into the bit. Mr. Pleasant Far is next, then Lodge Hill, and at the rail, Ketaweo. Monkey Puzzle has 1 beat. It's Profit Option, who was slow into stride as they turn into the stretch for the first time. Band is passing outside of El Tawasul, and these two match strides. Band is passing, and El Tawasul 1-2 by a length and 3/4. Revved Up races next. Unites Big Red is just inside of him. Mr. Pleasant Far gallops along in 5th, 4 from the front. Dawn of the Condor and Drama Critic have 5 lengths to make up with 1 lap to go. Riddles Down and Lodge Hill are next. Then comes Ketaweo and Monkey Puzzle. And 5 lengths last to the stretch running Profit Option as they head into the clubhouse turn, and Band is passing, gonna clear off. A-Bar Koa makes an aggressive move to the backstretch, and he puts Band is passing in front by 2 lengths as El Tawasul now sits second. Unites Big Red is at the hedge with Revved Up in good striking position. Revved Up is the gray and the red cap, 2.5 lengths from the front. Then it's 2 lengths to Mr. Pleasant Far and Drama Critic. break. They eyeball each other, and they're 6 lengths off the front-running Band is Passing. Dawn of the Condor has 7 lengths to come. He's joined from the inside at the hedge by Riddles Down. Then comes Ketaweo. He is 11 off the lead. Lodge Hill and Monkey Puzzle 13 lengths from it, and Profit Option will have to make up 18 in the final half mile as they pick up the tempo into the far turn. Band is Passing, trying to go it all the way. El Tawasul tries to go after him. Band is Passing, the boss out at the far turn. Here comes Unite's Big Red. He moves through at the hedge. Revved Up is still 3 from the front. Mr. Pleasant Far, Dawn of the Condor, and Drama Critic need racing room. Ketaweo has moved up at the hedge. Here comes Ketaweo. He needs a way through, and Band is Passing. Continues to lead. He comes to the top of the stretch. Unite's Big Red is next. Ketaweo needs a way through. He moves up third. Here comes Ketaweo with solid strides to the outside Profit Option, but it's Ketaweo who has taken over the lead. He'll have to hold off Profit Option. Ketaweo's clear, and Ketaweo has won it. The Gulfstream Park Breeders' Cup Handicap goes to Ketaweo, and he won by 4.
Ketaweo, a name from far back in history, the 8-year-old horse picking up a nice win here. He has not quite been the same in his last couple of seasons, but here is able to run past a big field from far, far back. He was 10th at the 3/4 and made a big, solid advance with a little bit of traffic trouble early, and drew clear by 3 1/4 lengths at 18-1. Heavy favorite in here, Band is Passing, or I'm sorry, lukewarm favorite, Band is Passing at just under 3-1. Picks up the second spot. He was involved every step of the way in the early going with El Tawasul. Profit Option able to pass that one into the third spot for Mark Guidry, but El Tawasul held on nicely for the fourth spot. But in this big field, we still managed to have horses coming from far off the pace. Ketaweo, an 8-year-old bay horse, a son of His Majesty from Aletta Maria by Diocese. Bred in Kentucky by Dr. John Chandler, owned by Dr. Chandler and trained by Michael Dickinson, ridden to victory by Cornelio Velasquez. Ketaweo completes the mile in 3/8 on a yielding turf course in 2:17.2. Grade 1 Fountain of Youth for 3-year-olds next on the docket, a mile and a 16th, $200,000. First Grade 1 test for the 3-year-old crop of 2002. Let's head down to Gulfstream Park for the running of the Fountain of Youth.
They're at the post for the Fountain of Youth. They're off. Blue Burner astride slow. Mabry's Boy ducked out, and Booklet went right to the front. Booklet takes command. Political Attack up inside of him. Stephen Town is wrangled back off the early pace. Then comes Harlan's Holiday. Speed Hunter is 3 deep. Blue Burner is next. Then comes Graybeard, and Mabry's Boy not happy in the first 1/4 of a mile as they head to the back stretch. And it will be Booklet to cut out the fractions, and he smoothly takes command to the back stretch. 6 furlongs from the wire, and Booklet is the boss. He leads Political Attack by a solid 3.5 lengths. Stephen Town is third. He's at the rail, and 6 from the front with Harlan's Holiday just outside of him. Blue Burner, after a slow start, is now 9.5 lengths off the lead. Speed Hunter just outside of him. Graybeard is 12 off the lead, and Mabry's Boy is at the back of the pack as they run to the half-mile pole in the 56th Fountain of Youth Stakes. They're a half-mile from home, and Booklet continues to lead. Political Attack is closer now in second. Booklet's lead is only 1.25 lengths. Political Attack, Stephen Town in perfect striking position. He and Harlan's Holiday are together third and fourth. Blue Burner now draws within 3.5 lengths of the lead. Outside of him, it's Speed Hunter. Graybeard and Mabry's Boy at the back of the pack, and they turn up the heat at the top of the stretch. Booklet trying to go it all the way, and he's got something left. Now he's a 1/4 mile from home as Booklet leads. Harlan's Holiday has run up into second. Political Attack is third. Steventown is going nowhere yet at the rail. Blue Burner is next, in Speed Hunter and Booklet and Harlan's Holiday, just like they were in the Holy Bull, come to the wire together, and Booklet is holding them off again. It is Booklet to the 16th pole. Harlan's Holiday going to try him again, and he's going to make it closer this time. Harlan's Holiday and Booklet. Now it's going to be a nose. Booklet, Harlan's Holiday right together.
Booklet and Harlan's Holiday repeating their last out in the Holy Bull. This time it was a little bit closer. Booklet showing his usual speed. Harlan's Holiday forced to come and get him. He does, but falls short by a nose as Booklet dead game in the drive here. Blue Burner picked up a little bit of ground late, finishing in the third spot, suffering the first defeat of his career. It does appear, however, that Bill Mott will continue on the Triple Crown Trail with this colt, who in his opinion ran a fairly good race to finish in the 3rd spot. The winner booklet just purchased by John Oxley this winter time and handed over to John Ward, trainer, of course, of last year's Derby winner. Does not really have the kind of pedigree that would say Kentucky Derby, but he certainly has turned out to be a very nice horse, now picking up Grade 1 credentials. Booklet is a 3-year-old bay son of Notebook from Crafty Bobby by Bob's Dusty, bred in Florida by Ginger Parker and Charles A. Baldry Jr., owned, as I mentioned, by John Oxley, trained by John Ward, and ridden by Georgie Chavez. Booklet completes the mile in a 16th on a track labeled Wet Fast. It was actually kind of an uncomfortable racing surface for a lot of horses on that day in 1:44 and 2. Stakes racing action continued for the weekend at Gulfstream with Sunday's running of the Very One Handicap Grade 3 on the turf for 3-year-olds and up, fillies and mares, once again going long 1 mile and 3/8. Let's head back to Gulfstream once more for the running of the Very One.
They're off. Even start. Sweetest Thing and Genesietta joined by Moon Queen through from the inside. Now, Sweetest Thing and Moon Queen are 1-2, and Moon Queen puts her neck in front. Chestnut Bird's about to run up into second as Sweetest Thing is taken back off the pace now by Migliori. Summer Solstice is next, then Genesietta, and the early trailer is Q. Jerry Bailey trying to slow it down as much as he can, but Pat Day will have none of that. So Moon Queen leads it 3/4 of a length, and Chestnut Bird tracks her in second. Sweetest Thing has now been taken off the pace after a sharp break. Summer Solstice just outside of her, and Moon Queen is the boss as they pass the stands the first time. Genesietta gallops along 7 lengths from the front, and Q, with 1 lap to go, is 8 from the uncontested leader, Moon Queen. Jerry Bailey has got her to slow down nicely now into the clubhouse turn, and so Moon Queen, with 1 lap to go, leads by just over a length. Chestnut Bird and Sweetest Thing. Sweetest Thing hugs the rail and is closer now in third. She's 2 from the front. 1.5 lengths further back to Summer Solstice. Then it's 4 back to Q. She's out of last place with 6 to come, and now Genesietta is the trailer as they head to the back stretch with Moon Queen in command. Moon Queen is 5.5 furlongs from the wire. In the 14th, the Very One Handicap, and she leads by 1.25 lengths from Chestnut Bird and Sweetest Thing, who continue to track second and third. Summer Solstice is being pushed along by Jose Santos, and Summer Solstice is now 3.5 lengths from the front-running Moon Queen. Q still has 6 lengths to make up. Genesietta at the back of the pack, and they'll have to fly because Moon Queen has had it all to herself to the far turn. No excuses for the front-runner Moon Queen. She leads by 2 lengths. Chestnut Bird, Sweetest Thing, and Summer Solstice 3 deep. Now Q is drawn within 3.5 lengths of the lead. Genesietta just inside of her, and now they're just over 1/4 mile from the wire. Moon Queen continues to roll. Now Jerry Bailey gives her a tap of the whip on the right shoulder, and Moon Queen responds, and she opens up a 3-length lead at the top of the stretch. Sweetest Thing races in second to the outside, and Genesietta, then Summer Solstice, but it's Moon Queen to the final 16th, and she is clearly in command, and look at her roll away. Moon Queen is straight and strong in the Very One. Genesietta up into second. Sweetest Thing is third. Here's Moon Queen. Yes, Moon Queen took an awfully awkward step right at the wire, and she still won by 6.5.
Moon Queen and Jerry Bailey put them to sleep on the front end. This filly came into the United States last fall, raced once on the main track, and just put away for the winter time, and turned out to be well worth the rest, and she gets to the lead. And nobody came to challenge. The early fractions, 25.43, 50.31. She lopes along, picks up the pace just a little bit at the top of the stretch, but there really was not much need to do so. Over a yielding turf course, she had it all her way every step of the way. Draws off 6.5 lengths. It appeared that she jumped over a shadow in the shadow of the wire. Apparently she was okay. I know that Chris Clement was a little bit concerned that she may have taken a bad step, but apparently everything was just fine. Genesietta rallies into the second spot after a steadying trip early, and Sweetest Thing completes the order of the top 3 after a stalking trip, neither of them any match for the eventual winner. Moon Queen is a 4-year-old Grey Roan daughter of Sadler's Wells from infamy by Shirley Heights. She was bred in Ireland by Orpindale, is owned by Joseph Allen, trained by Christophe Clement, ridden to victory by Jerry Bailey. Moon Queen completes the mile in a 3/8 on, once again, a yielding turf course in 2:18 and 1. Next, we're going to be heading to the fairgrounds for the running of the Mardi Gras Handicap last Tuesday on the eve of the end of Mardi Gras at the eve of Ash Wednesday. $75,000 for the purse, 3 or 4-year-olds rather, and up, sprinting 7.5 furlongs on the turf. Let's head down to the fairgrounds now for the running of the Mardi Gras.
And they're set. Racing. Where's Taylor speeds out of gate 1. Griffinite showing speed out wide. Kingslayer going up in the gold cap, and Mercenary is handy in the blue. Followed after 2 lengths by Solitary Dancer and Northcote Road. Out of the stretch, they're covered by 6 lengths, and Where's Taylor gets away 1.5 to Griffinite and Kingslayer. 2.5 lengths Mercenary, joined on the inside by Solitary Dancer, and Northcote Road a length behind that pair, and 6 behind the leader, which is Where's Taylor by 2. Griffinite second, Kingslayer half a length back third on the rail with 5/8 to go. Solitary Dancer 2 lengths back, kept company by Mercenary, and 2 to Northcote Road. To the half mile, and Where's Taylor makes play 1.25. Griffinite second on the outside of Kingslayer. A length and a half Solitary Dancer, Mercenary and Northcote Road last with 5 lengths to make up. Entering the second turn, Where's Taylor left alone in front. 1.5 lengths to Griffinite, Kingslayer on the fence. Solitary Dancer coming 3 wide in fourth. 2 lengths further back, Northcote Road getting up on the inside of Mercenary. Up to the quarter pole, and it's Where's Taylor clear with the ears pricked. 2 lengths. In second spot, Kingslayer. On the outside in the green cap, a Solitary Dancer. Northcote Road labouring back on the inside under the whip. Where's Taylor by the 3/16 pole with a 2.5 length advantage over Kingslayer. Kingslayer's trying to bridge the gap, but Where's Taylor's had a good run in front. He's a length to the good of Kingslayer. It's Where's Taylor from Kingslayer, then Northcote Road. Where's Taylor by a neck. Kingslayer throwing down the gauntlet late, but Where's Taylor held him off and won. Where's Taylor over Kingslayer and Northcote Road third.
Where's Taylor gets to the front and never looks back, holds on by a head from long shot Kingslayer, who was coming to get him in the late going after being angled out. Northcote Road, the second choice in the wagering behind the winner, picking up the third spot with his usual unhurried early trip, advancing solidly on the second turn and rallying just a bit too late. The winner, Where's Taylor, is a 6-year-old bay horse, a son of absent Russian from Miss K.L. Taylor by Taylor's Falls. Bred in Florida by Stanley Ursoff. He is owned by Golden Racing Stable, trained by Hillary Pridham. Ridden to victory by Craig Perrette. Mardi Gras Handicap winner Where's Taylor completes the 7.5 furlongs on the turf in 1:31.2. We are going to pause now for a brief message. When we return, we'll be finishing up the weekend stakes racing action from the fairgrounds, as well as taking a look at a trio of stakes races from Laurel. Please stay tuned.
This year, many thoroughbreds, no longer able to compete, will join the ranks of racing's homeless. The Thoroughbred Retirement Foundation and its supporters have been providing help and hope, creating opportunities where once there were none. The TRF, together with the racing industry, is meeting the challenge, taking care of their own. With your help, we can continue our saving mission, ensuring many more horses the welcome home they so richly deserve.
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. Next, we're going to be continuing with the Fairgrounds Race Course, their trio of stakes races from the weekend. The Grade 3 Silver Bullet Day, $150,000 on offer for 3-year-old fillies, going 1 mile and a 16th on Saturday. This is the race formerly known as the Devona Dale. Let's head down to the fairgrounds now for the running of the Silver Bullet Day.
Racing. Lake Lady away well with Take Charge Lady and Charmeuse, followed by Charmed Gift and 3 lengths Academic Angel. Take Charge Lady does exactly that. She takes charge with a lap to go, booting away a couple of lengths to Charmeuse. Lake Lady in third position, covering Charmed Gift and 2 lengths Academic Angel. Sweeping around the first bend by the 7/8 pole, and Take Charge Lady sets away by 2.5 lengths. Charmeuse is second, Lake Lady a length back third, covering Charmed Gift, and 2.5 to Academic Angel. In the back stretch with 6 furlongs to go, and Take Charge Lady is sailing along 4 or 5 lengths clear now. It's quite a decent pace. In second position, Lake Lady making a move up alongside of Charmeuse, followed by Charmed Gift, and after 4 lengths comes Academic Angel. Short of 5/8 left to go. Take Charge Lady by 4 lengths to Lake Lady and Charmeuse, 2 lengths to Charmed Gift, and 2 lengths last is Academic Angel. Half a mile from home in the Silver Bullet Day. Take Charge Lady by 2.5 lengths. Charmeuse second, a neck in front of Lake Lady. About 2 lengths further back to Charmed Gift, and last of all is Academic Angel. The field covered by 6. They begin to bunch a little with 5/16 to go. It's Take Charge Lady by just under 2 lengths now. Lake Lady has the leader in her sights. Charmeuse on the inside being pushed along. 2 lengths to Charmed Gift and Academic Angel past the quarter pole, and it's Take Charge Lady lengthening again. She's 4 in front of Lake Lady. Followed down the outside by Charmed Gift, who's about to loom up and join Lake Lady. Charmeuse is next, but below the 8th pole, Take Charge Lady is making a stunning 3-year-old debut. She has absolutely demolished her rivals in the Silver Bullet Day. Take Charge Lady by 8 lengths. Charmed Gift is second, Charmeuse third. Lake Lady dropped to 4th.
Kenny McPeak shipped into town with a loaded barn, and Take Charge Lady takes charge early and never looks back. 8.5 lengths, the official margin of victory, throttled down by John Court after she had just absolutely blown this field away. Charmed Gift rallies from off the pace after being reserved in the early going, but was no match for the eventual winner. Charmeuse picks up the 2nd spot after chasing in the early going. The second choice in the favorite in the wagering was Lake Lady, who had been running in very good form, did offer a little bit of a move at the early pace setter, Take Charge Lady, but faded rather late in the drive, allowing Charmed Gift and Charmeuse to pass her rather handily. The winner, Take Charge Lady, had been working out steadily with stablemate Repent, and we're going to be seeing Repent in just a moment. Take Charge Lady, very impressive 3-year-old daughter of DeHare from Felicita by Rubiano, was bred in Kentucky by William Chettine, owned by the Select Stable and trained by Kenny McPeak. Ridden to victory by John Court. Take Charge Lady completes the mile in his 16th of the Silver Bullet Day in 1:42 flat. We're going to be continuing at the fairgrounds with the running of the Grade 3 Risen Star on Sunday. $150,000 for the 3-year-old colts, this time going 1 mile and a 16th. Let's head back to the fairgrounds now for the running of the Risen Star.
Racing. Sky Terrace gets a clean break today. Bob's Image showing good speed with War Emblem, French Assault and Willowgate down the outside. Sky Terrace right up amongst the early action. 5 of them jostling for the lead, but Bob's Image will hold them out. Willowgate hung out very wide, leaving the stretch. Bob's Image by a length to War Emblem. Sky Terrace 3 wide, looming up now on the outside of the leader. French Assault tucked in cozily on the rail. Willowgate a length back now, 3 wide, 2 lengths to Screen Idol. 3 lengths easy from the get-go, Repent, and it's all in the chase. Into the back stretch, and the lead belongs to Bob's Image, narrowly over Sky Terrace, with French Assault third on the inside of War Emblem. 1 to Willowgate, a length and a half Screen Idol, 2.5 easy from the get-go with Repent. That pair 8 lengths off the pace, and last is It's All in the Chase. Going to the half mile, and Bob's Image the leader by a length to Sky Terrace. French Assault, War Emblem fourth, 2 lengths to Screen Idol, a length too easy from the get-go, who's going up on the inside, followed by Willowgate, who's beginning to struggle. Repent is second last with 9 lengths to make up. He's out 3 wide, and It's All in the Chase getting up on the fence. They have 3/8 left to go, and Sky Terrace is level with Bob's Image. Screen Idol's putting in a very strong dash out wide to join those leaders, and War Emblem's going with him 3 wide. French Assault blocked. Here comes It's All in the Chase and Repent making moves together. They come to the extreme outside. As they come to the 3/16 pole, Bob's Image is the leader from a wall of challengers. It's All in the Chase is coming home fast, but Repent sprinting now. Repent at the 8th pole is unwinding a strong rally, and easy from the get-go's trying to get through. Repent moves up and claims the lead from Bob's Image, then easy from the get-go, and French Assault. Repent's too good. Repent coming away to win easily from Bob's Image, and easy from the get-go. French Assault finished 4th.
Kenny McPeak sweeps the 2 of them. This time, Repent gets the job done from off the pace. Very impressive effort here. He did have some trouble, however. Repent swings wide at the top of the stretch, making his usual off-the-pace move. He was 8 wide. He did clear, but he did bear in rather severely in the final 16th or so. Actually from the top of the stretch, and never changed his leads, which is a little bit of a concern with this colt. He does need to be able to handle a lead change before he's really going to be able to take on major Grade 1 company, but a very impressive effort nonetheless under a relative hand ride by Tony D'Amico, his regular rider. Bob's Image takes the step up in class and runs a very big race to hold on to the 2nd spot from easy from the get-go. A horse that was rallying from far off the pace. He did have a bit of an inside trip, remaining inside horses late in the going and not really being able to make up a whole lot of ground when the real running was done. Bit of a disappointment in here, Sky Terrace, who had run a very big effort behind Easy from the get-go last time out. The winner, Repent, is a 3-year-old dark bay or brown son of Louis Couture's from Baby Grace by Chapayo. That's Argentine breeding down on the female side. It has been bandied about that there is a possibility that this colt may be heading to Dubai next. In fact, there is a very solid likelihood, published in a number of online racing sites, including the Blood Horse and Thoroughbred Times, that Select Stable is considering sending this horse to the UAE Derby, where he will run for a $2 million purse, and then returning to the United States for the Kentucky Derby. I'm not sure whether or not that's a terrific idea or a poor idea, but certainly when you're looking at the possibility of having a $2 million purse being offered, you know, it's certainly worth taking a look at. The colt obviously should be able to handle a distance of ground based on his running style and his pedigree, so I'll have to just see what they do decide to do. We'll be following up on that here on the network, but certainly an interesting decision from the Select Stable, whether it's Mr. McPeak or the management of the horse. I am not 100% certain, but that looks like where we may end up seeing this this potential Derby horse running next. Owned by, as I mentioned, Select Stable, trained by Kenny McPeak, ridden to victory by regular rider Tony D'Amico. Risen Star Stakes winner Repent completes the mile in a 16th, a second slower than his female counterpart, 1 minute 43 seconds flat. Next, we're going to be heading to Laurel for a trio of stakes races over the weekend, beginning with the Grade 2 Barbara Fritchie for fillies and mares sprinting 7 furlongs, the purse $200,000. Let's head down to Laurel now for the running of the Barbara Fritchie.
Set to run, and they're off. Diane Hill in Extra Heat showing that early foot. Here's Extra Heat on the inside, grabbing immediate command. The opening 16th leads it by a length. Diane Hill is second, and Lip Sings Affair there in between horses. Gold Movers right there, well placed in that second group of runners. City Fair caught out 3 or 4 wide, and Prize Stamp's only 2 lengths in the lead in the red sleeves as well. Platinum Tiara's 4.5 lengths in the front, and Kimbralata is the trailer. About 7 or 8 lengths will cover them. 22 4/5 of a second. That was a breeze of an opening quarter for Extra Heat, who takes them along a length and a quarter. Prize Stamp in close attendance to her second. Here's Gold Mover right on her outside, next in third. City Fair has come under sudden pressure. Kimberlata's in between horses. Platinum Tiara, Lip Sings Affair, and Diane Hill has dropped out to trail the field, 8 lengths in the front. Less than 3/8 of a mile to go. The half was in 45 and 2. Extra Heat still showing the way. Prize Stamp, Gold Mover. Kimberlata's running a big race in fourth, and Kimberlata's got some run left on the inside. Just needs to get through down there, running 4th and 3 off the lead, but Extra Heat spurts away 3/16 out in the Fritchie. Kimberlata running stoutly on the inside, trying to capture second from Prize Stamp, followed by Gold Mover. 1/8 of a mile to go. Extra Heat put to pressure, driving 3.5 lengths with a 16th to come now from Kimberlata and Prize Stamp and Gold Mover. They can't beat the heat. Extra Heat, she wins it by 2.5 in 1:22 and 3. Prize Stamp, Kimberlata, Gold Mover, Platinum Tiara, City Fair.
Extra Heat, Harry Vega team up with 128 pounds and a 2 3/4 length victory as the odds-on choice here. High weight in this race by a 12-pound margin, and just picking up a very impressive victory here, her second of the season. This program is pre-recorded on Tuesday morning. On Monday night, rather, it was announced that this horse, in fact, did pick up the championship for the 3-year-old filly division of 2001. A terrific honor for her. A lot of people said that it couldn't be done because this filly did run primarily in sprints. I would guess that her terrific effort in the Breeders' Cup Sprint behind Squirtle Squirt may have caused a lot of people who were on the fence between a couple of fillies who had done very much of their running going long in more classic type of races, but who split the division. That was Flute and Exogenous, and decided instead to vote for, as it were, the third-party candidate, the sprinter, Extra Heat. And so she gets the nod here as the champion of last year, and certainly setting up a terrific and exciting weekend for her connections. Was this 2 3/4 length victory over Prize Stamp. Travis Dunkelberger had the mount, but he is back on the sidelines after a frightening injury in New York a couple of weeks ago. Kimberlata rallies from far off the pace after an unhurried early move, makes a sustained bid that falls several lengths short, however, of the top filly. The winner, Extra Heat, a 4-year-old bay filly bred in Kentucky by P. McLean Sr., P. McLean Jr., M. McLean, Faringa et al. Let's just call them the Extra Heat Breeders Group. Daughter of Dixieland Heat from Begin by Hatchet Man, owned by Ken Taylor et al., trained by John Salzman Sr., ridden by Harry Vega. It does appear that her next start will be coming in Dubai as well. She is on target to head to the Dubai Golden Shaheen, a sprint race going on a straight course. We'll have to see how she handles the straight course. She certainly has had no trouble running around the turns here. She tends to scamper free on the turns in a number of her races, so we'll have to see how she handles running against some of the world's best sprinters, going straight and strong in Dubai. Final time for the 7 furlongs, under 128 pounds, 122 and 3. Going to head now back down to Laurel for the John B. Campbell Handicap, $75,000, 4-year-olds and up, going a mile and an eighth. Race named in honor of one of the great handicappers of the 20th century. Let's head down to Laurel now for the running of the John B. Campbell.
And they're off. And a great start by Danny Fitchett and crew. Really Irish out to the front from Saratoga Games, and Private Ryan is right there. And Mr. 8 now showing speed on the extreme outside as top officials caught 3 deep into the first turn. Cowboy Magic's right up close there too, followed by Friend Below, and bringing up the rear is Lyricist. Only 6-7 lengths covers them into the first turn. Really Irish disputing the pace with Mr. 8 on the outside. Private Ryan is a tugging third. Saratoga Games is settled back into fourth, and top official fifth. Cowboy Magic and Lyricist, and last of all is Friend Below, and they're spreading out just a little bit now. 8 lengths covers the whole field. Moving up the backstretch, Really Irish disputing the pace with Mr. 8 on the outside. They're alternating for the lead, and Private Ryan is right up there with them. Saratoga Games asked for a bit of early run. Saratoga Games is about 5 lengths off the lead. Cowboy Magic surging through in between horses. Cowboy Magic in for an early bid. Cowboy Magic's moves up fourth on the inside and 2 lengths off the lead now. In a box down to the inside is Cowboy Magic. Saratoga Games back in fifth, and Lyricist sixth on the inside. Top official is seventh and now moves up on the extreme outside. This one's wide open. Friend Below's the only one out, kicked into the far turn. There goes Private Ryan, and he's gone right to the front. Private Ryan the lead from Really Irish second. Top official extreme outside. Saratoga Games followed by Lyricist and Cowboy Magic. Mr. 8 has dropped back. Friend Below trails the field 5/16 out. Private Ryan is the leader. Saratoga Games top official driving along in third. Really Irish, Cowboy Magic and Lyricist, and they turn for home now. Private Ryan's in charge, and in charge large here by 2.5 into the stretch. Saratoga Games is second to the center of the racetrack. Comes top official racing in third, and Lyricist in the far outside. Furlong to go. Private Ryan by 3. Here's Lyricist on the outside. Lyricist looking to pull a shocker, and here comes Lyricist motoring right on by. Lyricist at a big price, 16-1 to take the Campbell from Private Ryan. Top official was third, and Saratoga Games was fourth.
Lyricist picking up a nice victory here, length and 3/4 at 16-1 from off the pace. Got the pace that he needed to close into. A couple of horses went out there, got involved early, including Mr. 8, his entry mate, who ended up easing late in the drive, and he draws off over Private Ryan, the favorite in here, with top official New York Shipper not getting involved in that lead. Diane Nelson decided not to go out and get involved in the pace duel. Probably a smart move. Unfortunately, top official didn't have quite enough kick after going 3 wide on the first turn, 4 on the far turn, to make up a whole lot of ground late in the going. The winner, Lyricist, is a 6-year-old dark bay or brown son of Sultry Song from Watercolors by Theatrical. Bred in Kentucky by John Alpeza and Young Alpesa. He is owned by Timothy Cunningham, trained by Michael Petro, and ridden to victory by Jeremy Rose. Lyricist completes the mile and an eighth of the John B. Campbell in 150 flat. More sprinters on the card on Monday with the General George, a grade 2 sprint, 7 furlongs. Once again, $200,000 is the purse. 3-year-olds and up. Let's head back down to Laurel once more for the running of Monday's General George.
And they're off in the General George. As expected, Rusty Spur going to show that early speed on the inside, immediately joined by here Zealous right up there with him, and a firm success away in good order in between horses. Voodoo's racing on the outside. Lightning Paces is next, and back to Wrangler. The Deputy is home, and last of all is Exciting Story. 8 lengths covers the field. Racing on out of the 5-ace pole, Rusty Spur, but here's Zealous right there at his tail on the outside second. A firm success is third. Voodoo is next, followed by Wrangler, and the Deputy is home, only about 4.5 lengths off the lead. lead. Lightning Paces is 7 lengths in the front and under a ride. An exciting story is the trailer. Opening quarter went in 22-2 as they round the far turn. Not all that fast for Rusty Spur. Just nursing right along here. Rusty Spur here. Zealous second of Firm Success. Wrangler rolls through on the inside. The half mile went in 44 3/5 of a second. On the extreme outside is Voodoo. The Deputy's Home's just 3 or 4 lengths off the lead. They pass the quarter pole in the top of the stretch, and here comes Wrangler on the outside to look Rusty Spur right in the eye. Wrangler gets ahead in front from Rusty Spur. A Firm Success got a quicken from there. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go, and it is Wrangler and Aaron Grider driving away from Rusty Spur second. A Firm Success and Lightning Paces and all the rest with a 1/16 of a mile to come. Wrangler rolls to victory in the General George. Wrangler to win it. It's going to be a photo finish for second. Very tight. Rusty Spur, A Firm Success, followed by Lightning Paces. Then back to Voodoo the
Wrangler, boy, this horse has gotten good in a big hurry. Now winner of 3 consecutive races, 2 of them in stakes company. This one coming against some pretty good sprinters, running down some nice horses here. One of the early pace setters, Rusty Spur, holds on for the second spot. The pace presser here, Zealous and New York Shipper, goes off as the 2-to-1 favorite. Dropped back badly, finishing last in the field of 8. A Firm Success way pretty sharply, did end up with a 4-wide trip, made some ground late, but was unable to make up enough ground to be involved with Wrangler late in the going. This horse has certainly come to hand very, very sharply now in the early portion of his 4-year-old career. Last summer we saw this horse drop down to $35,000 at Saratoga and Claiming Company, and certainly a lot of people probably wringing their hands that they didn't reach in and grab him. Wrangler is a 4-year-old dark bay or brown colt, a son of Carson City from Fighting Jet by Copeland. He was bred in Kentucky by Adena Springs Farm. He is owned by Mr. Stronach of Stronach Stable, and of course was bred in Adena, owned by the same gentleman, trained by Jimmy Jerkins and ridden to victory by Aaron Grider. Wrangler completes the 7 furlongs of the General George in 1:22.2. We are going to pause now for a second break, and when we return, we'll be taking a look at stakes racing action from Santa Anita as well as home here at the Big A. Please stay tuned.
Children and adults with disabilities are finding new freedom through horseback riding. For more information on programs and centers near you, contact NARA at 1-800-369-RIDE.
Welcome back, everyone, to Horses and Courses. Next, we're going to be heading to Southern California for a trio of stakes races at Santa Anita. First, we're going to take a look at the San Luis Obispo Grade 2 $200,000 event going long, 12 furlongs on the turf. Let's head out to Santa Anita for Trevor's call of the San Luis Obispo.
Deal for the San Luis, sent on their way to a very, very even beginning. Apache Wings intent on getting the lead, and Apache Wings immediately goes clear by 2. Hatab is coming through to race in second. Continental Red on the outside. Denon is going to settle down in 4th, just ahead of the grey Bonapartiste. Then Ring a Sketty, and Nazarali will be the early trailer. Down the hill as they come into the stretch for the first time, and it's Apache Wings going along comfortably, leads by 3.5 lengths. And the second spot is Hatab, and Continental Red races outside of him. Then a gap of 4.5 lengths back to the favourite Denon. Bonapartiste back 3rd last. In behind that comes Nazarelli, and at the back is Ring a Sketty. Apache Wings cornered very wide into the stretch first time round, but is now back on the rail and is nice and relaxed again, and it's going to be Apache Wings to take them through the stretch first time round. Gone clear by just over 2 lengths. Continental Red tracks in the second spot, and then it's Hatab in the blue colours 3rd. Denon is in 4th. Bonapartiste the grey, Ring a Skitty on the outside, and Nazarelli last, but they're taking closer order now. 7 lengths would cover them all. They make their way to the 7/8 pole, and it's Apache Wings. Nice and relaxed and just taking them along as slow as he can. He leads it by 3 to Continental Red. Hatab is in 3rd. Denon is scraping the paint in 4th. He's 5 off that leader. Then Bonapartiste. Ring a Skitty's on the extreme outside, and Nazarelli bringing up the rear. Onto the backstretch they go in the San Luis Obispo, and it's still Apache Wings leading it by 2.5 lengths. Continental Red quite content to track in second. Hatab is in third. Denon still just idling along in the 4th spot, 5 off the leaders. Bonapartiste, the grey between horses. On the outside, Ringer Sketty and Nazar Rally. 7 lengths would cover them all. Into the turn they go. Apache Wings now only by a length. Continental Red's coming to take him on. Continental Red going right by Apache Wings, who's got to try to find more. Ringer Sketty on the outside, then Bonapartiste. Denon is now blocked in behind the fading Apache Wings. Denon has nowhere to go. On the outside, Nazarali's coming with a run. Top of the lane in the San Luis Obispo. Continental Red, Ringer Sketty, Bonapartiste running a big one, as is Nazarali on the grandstand side. Anyone a 4 can win it. Continental Red, Ringer Sketty, Bonapartiste, Nazarali. Nazarali flying late. Nazarali, Continental Red going to hit the wire together. Nazarali ahead to Continental Red.
Nazarali picking up a bit of an upset here, 7-1 in his 3rd American start. This is a horse that's never missed the exacta. Last time out was actually a very competitive effort for this horse behind Little Ghazi and Allowance Company, but picked up a perfect trip here, sitting off the pace under Brice Blanc. Favorite in the field. A heavy choice was Denon, who had a rather questionable ride, did find himself in traffic trouble and a couple of times and never was able to get through. Nazarali getting a perfect trip after being unhurried early. Continental Red, very game on the wire with only neck separating the top 2, holding on nicely as Bonapartiste rallied from off the pace as the longest shot on the board at 20-1. The winner, Nazarali, is a 5-year-old dark bay or brown gelding. He's only raced 6 times in his career. He is a son of Kayasi from Nazira by Darshan. The pedigree doesn't sound terribly familiar. It is because he is bred by His Highness the Aga Khan stud in Ireland, mostly strictly European breeding on this horse. He is owned by Michael House and trained by Julio Canani. Ridden's victory by Brice Blanc. Nazarali completes the 1.5 miles of the San Luis Obispo in 2:26 flat. Next up on the docket, the Grade 1 Santa Maria for older fillies and mares, $200,000 for the fillies and mares going 1 mile and a 1/16. Let's head back out to Santa Anita for the running of the Santa Maria.
Feel for the Santa Maria sent on their way. They all came out well. From the outside gate, Favourite Fun Time is fast, but they're all lining up. Favourite Fun Time might be forced to go wide. Spain is right there. Queenie Bell in the green colours. Leading Light is down at the rail. Alongside comes Critty Kohler in the orange. Only 2 lengths off them. Varuma is right in there as well. Printom content to take back last as 6 off the leaders. They run to the 3/4 pole, and Spain going to make her own pace here, getting pressure from Favourite Fun Time. Now Favourite Fun Time kicking on. Spain content to take back into the 2nd spot. Queenie Bell is right there in 3rd. They followed by Leading Light, and Varuma in the white colours is 4 lengths off the leaders. Outside of that comes Critty Kohler at the back of the leading group. Then there's another gap of 4 back to Printom, giving them a good 9-length start. They make their way to the 1/2 mile pole, and out on the leaders, Favourite Fun Time, taking them along 1.5 lengths. Spain at the rail, Queenie Bell between them. Leading Light has to go 3 wide, but right in the firing line. 2.5 back to Varuma, Critty Kohler, and Printom's got to pick it up. Printom is last by 7. Whip coming out on Printom now, not responding yet. They're approaching the 1/4 pole, and Favourite Fun Time going on. Spain down at the rail. Queenie Bell is in 3rd. Varuma now coming nicely. Then Leading Light. Printom is picking it up, but Printom is still far back. They turn for home. Favourite Fun Time, the leader. On the outside, Varuma looking for an upset. Spain battling on the inside in 3rd. Printom running on, but a little too late. A 16th to go. Favourite Fun Time and Varuma. Favourite Fun Time on the inside, Varuma right there. Here's the wire. Favourite Fun Time ahead to Varuma. Printom came like a rocket late for 3rd. Then came Spain, Queenie Bell, Cricketola.
Favourite Fun Time, first Grade 1 victory for this daughter of Seeking the Gold, has a head advantage over her long shot Varuma, the longest shot on the board at almost 26-1. She was cross-entered in the Buena Vista on the turf on Monday. They decided to try her on the main track. She shipped out to the West Coast after being in Chris Clement's barn in the East Coast, now with Jimmy Chapman, and runs a terrific race, a length in front of the favorite Printemps in the finishing in the third spot with a far back move. She did have a little bit of trouble at the starting gate under Chris McCarron and made her best running late in the game. Favorite Fun Time, however, picks up that first Grade 1 victory. She is a 5-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Seeking the Gold from Promising Girl by Youth. Bred in California by Mr. and Mrs. John Mabey and owned by their Golden Eagle Farm. Trained by Bob Baffert and ridden to victory by Gary Stevens. Favorite Fun Time completes the mile in a 16th in 1:44 flat. Monday's running of the Buena Vista was unfortunately marred by the scratch of Astra, and I think a lot of scratches came in a little bit early. I'm pretty sure they decided to run Varuma in the Santa Maria, mainly because they were afraid of the returning Astra in the Buena Vista. Unfortunately, it did not come up as strong as would have been expected. $150,000, however, still the purse for this Grade 2 event for older fillies and mares going on the turf. Let's head back out to Santa Anita now for the running of Monday's Buena Vista.
Away they go. Queen of Wilshire coming away well, and Minor Details on the inside. Those two going to go up to lead them. Old Money comes away smoothly and will take the third position. Then comes Vale of Avalon, Blue Moon along the inside. Canzoni's taken back second last, and Elegant Ridge will trail early, 8 lengths off the leaders. They run to the 7/8, and Queen of Wilshire going along a sensible pace, not flying but not crawling either, leads at 3 parts of a length. Minor Details is right there in the second spot. 2.5 back to Old Money, comfortable in the third position. Blue Moon is on a tight hold and scraping paint in fourth. There goes Vale of Avalon now getting up to take third. They're going to put some pressure on those leaders now. Canzoni is back second last and Elegant Ridge last, but no more than 6 lengths would cover the lot. They make their way to the half-mile pole, and Queen of Wilshire in front by 1 length. Vale of Avalon has now taken the second position. Minor Details third. Old Money in the white colours, 3.5 off the leaders. Canzoni on the outside. Blue Moon continues to travel nicely down at the rail, has 4 lengths to make up, and then 2 more to Elegant Ridge. 3/8 of a mile to go, and Queen of Wilshire kicking on for home, leads 1.5 lengths. Vale of Avalon is there. Old Money coming with her run on the grandstand side, and Blue Moon. Can Blue Moon find somewhere to go? Orange Cap, nowhere to go. They come for home. Queen of Wilshire hanging on. Vale of Avalon, Old Money, Blue Moon crying out for room. Coming for home, Queen of Wilshire. Now here's Elegant Ridge, but now Blue Moon gets out, and Blue Moon exploding in the last 100. And Blue Moon gets up ahead from Queen of Wilshire. Old Money was third. Behind that, Minor Details, Elegant Ridge.
Blue Moon picking up a victory here by a neck as the third choice in the wagering over Queen of Wilshire, the early pace setter, who did not have quite enough left for the late stages. Old Money, the favorite in here, an Australian bred who has looked very good since arriving here in the United States, picking up the third spot again with Chris McCarron, who did not have the best of weekends in stakes company out on the West Coast. The winner, Blue Moon, is a 5-year-old chestnut mare, a daughter of Lomitas from To the Rainbow by Rainbow Quest. Another European bred, this one a French bred, bred by N.M. Naji Ferron in France, owned by B. Wayne Hughes, trained by Ron Ellison, ridden to victory by Brice Blanc. Blue Moon completes the 1 mile on the turf course at Santa Anita in 1:35.2. Next, we're going to be heading back to the Big A for 3 stakes races over the weekend, beginning with the Dearly Precious on Saturday. $75,000 for 3-year-old fillies sprinting 6 furlongs. Let's head down to Aqueduct now for the running of the Dearly Precious.
3-year-old fillies away and running. Nice Boots Baby was the final filly out of the starting gate. Proper Gambles come out fast, and Nice Boots Baby taking it strong to her. Nice Boots Baby now the fastest filly through the first furlong. Proper Gamble is already in a hard drive, chasing Nice Boots Baby past the half-mile pole, and Vesta's up close, running third by 5. Lost Expectations is running 1 from the back, and finally, Dancing Blues running in 5th. Lightning Quick opening quarter, 22-3 into the far turn, 3 furlongs to go. It is Nice Boots Baby and Proper Gamble right there. They're 1-2 as they come up toward the quarter pole, and Proper Gamble now has a neck in front. Nice Boots Baby down inside, and Vesta coming with a good 3-wide sweep. Then Lost Expectations and Dancing Blues, they're at the top of the stretch. The half in 45-1, just above the 8th pole. And Nice Boots Baby is defeated. Proper Gamble in front by 2. Vesta running second. Lost Expectations, Dancing Blues. Nice Boots Baby is 5th. They're coming down toward the line. It is Richard Migliori and Proper Gamble to win the Dearly Precious. Proper Gamble by 3 under the wire. Dancing Blues, Lost Expectations, Vesta, and Nice Boots Baby was last home in 111 flat.
Proper Gamble, a little bit of an upset here as the heavy favorite in the field at odds on. Nice Boots Baby shows good speed. Proper Gamble sits just behind her, presses her. Nice Boots Baby just did not go on with it at all, and 3.5 lengths the better of her field is Proper Gamble as they cross the finish line. Dancing Blues rallying from off the pace, and New York Bred, who had been competitive with some of her New York Bred contemporaries but had had trouble when stretched out last time in the Busanda, runs a much improved effort here. Lost Expectations also rallies into the 3rd spot. The winner, Proper Gamble, is a Gray Roan 3-year-old daughter of Prospectors Gamble from Bear It Properly by Proper Reality. She was bred in Kentucky by Dana Holt, owned by Stoneway Farm, and trained by Todd Pletcher, ridden to victory by Richie Migliori. Proper Gamble completes the 6 furlongs of the Dearly Precious in 111 flat. Going to be heading back to New York for the running of Sunday's Holly Hughes Handicap for New York Bred, $75,000 for the older horses, sprinting 6. Unfortunately, scratches marred the field, bringing it down to only 4 horses. Let's head back down to New York for the running of the Holly Hughes.
They're racing in the Holly Hughes. Cashatrea started well on the outside. Coming up the inside is Strike the Brass, and Strike the Brass makes the lead. Cashatrea's right there on the outside, well fancied, came out running in 3rd, 2.5 back, and then comes Vodka the trailer as they run up the backstretch, 5 lengths from front to back, and the long shot Strike the Brass leads the way by a length. Cashatrea right there in 2nd, the first quarter, 23-2. It's a length back to Well Fancied, who's outside of Vodka. Vodka's pinned in on the inside and 3 lengths off the lead. Round the far turn, Strike the Brass is the leader. The venerable Cashatrea draws even now. Well Fancied is 3rd on the outside. And then comes Vodka, who's 4th behind the phalanx of front runners. They've run a half mile in 47-1, and they're into the stretch. And coming up the rail is Vodka. Vodka charging through on the inside. Cashatrea, Strike the Brass between them. And Well Fancied is a beaten 4th. It's Vodka, who came up the rail and is moving away. Vodka by 3, then Cashatrea and Strike the Brass. Vodka wins the Holly Hughes by 4.5 lengths. Cashatrea was 2nd and Strike the Brass was 3rd.
Vodka slipping through on the rail, a very cagey ride here by Herb Castillo, kept him inside. The rail opened up for him and he slipped through and drew away at 4-1 by 4+ lengths. Cashatrea, who has already won this race a couple of times in his long career, holds on for the 2nd spot from Strike the Brass, who is involved. The 3 of them pretty much stretched across the track the early part of the stretch duel. Well Fancied, heavy favorite in this field, and has showed absolutely nothing, really. Very big disappointment in this short field of 4. Well Fancied did get off to a little bit of a bobbling beginning, but never made up much ground. The winner, Vodka, is a 5-year-old bay horse picking up his first stakes victory. He's the son of Double Negative from Twirlabout by Smartin. He was bred in the Capital District area, actually, by local owner, Mr. Joe Garrity, who also owns this horse, trained by John Hertler, who picked up the 1st and 2nd spots here, as he also trains Cashatrea. Vodka completes the 6 furlongs of the Holly Hughes Handicap in 111 flat. Continuing, finishing actually with stakes racing action from the weekend, we've got Monday's running of the Rare Treat for fillies and mares going 1 mile and 1/8, $100,000 in Grade 3 company. Let's head back down to the Big A now for the running of the Rare Treat.
They're racing in the Rare Treat, and Rift Valley was off to a very slow start. AOL Hayes on the inside going out for the lead, and there goes Pocus Hocus, and she will take over as they race by us the first time. Pocus Hocus in front. AOL Hayes into 2nd. Zonk is running in 3rd. People's Princess 4th early. As they line up into that first turn, she's about 6 lengths off the lead and 2 clear of Poivre. Then Chris Pitt, who's been passed by the slow-starting Rift Valley. Rift Valley is into 6, and she's 11 lengths off the leader, who is Pocus Hocus. And Lorenzo Lescano has her on a 2.5-length early lead over AOL Hayes. The initial quarter run in 23 2/5 seconds. Now it's 5 lengths back to Zonk in third. People's Princess is biding her time, and she's 9 lengths off the front runner. It's another 2 to Rift Valley, Poivre on the inside, and Chris Pitt is trailing, and she is 15 lengths off the lead. Pocus Hocus runs a half in 47 3, leads AOL Hayes by less than 2 lengths with a half-mile to run. Zonk is 4.5 behind them. People's Princess is in fourth, and she has 8 to make up into the far turn. Then Rift Valley, nothing yet from Poivre Chris Pitt. It is Pocus Hocus trying to take him the distance here. She's in front by 2 and going comfortably. AOL Hayes under a drive in second. People's Princess makes her move 4 wide while Zonk comes up the rail, and here is Zonk, a threatening presence at the top of the stretch. Pocus Hocus with a pair of classy challengers coming after her. Zonk from the rail and People's Princess from the outside, and they go by her at the 8th pole. People's Princess and Zonk will decide the rare treat. People's Princess and Eck in front. Zonk running with her to the wire, but People's Princess is going to beat her. People's Princess and Norberto Arroyo in the rare treat. Zonk was second. Pocus Hocus finished third.
People's Princess and Zonk renewing their rivalry, and this time People's Princess had the better by about 1.25 lengths as they crossed the finish line. Zonk, unfortunately, after crossing the finish line in the second spot, was the subject of a disqualification. She did come out off of the rail after making a rail move under Chucky Lopez. She did move out a little bit, interfering slightly with AOL Hayes, who, well, quite frankly, was going backwards at that point, but nonetheless, the infraction took place, and she was placed behind that rival in the 4th spot. Moving pacesetter Pocus Hocus in her first stakes attempt up to the 2nd spot, with AOL Hayes being moved forward into the 3rd spot. The winner, People's Princess, is a 6-year-old bay mare, a daughter of Meadow Lake from Cassowary by Cormorant, bred in Kentucky by C.P. Beller and owned by the Thoroughbred Corporation, trained by Mill Mott. Ridden to victory by Norberto Arroyo Jr. People's Princess completes the 1 1/8 of the Grade 3 rare treat in 1:49 4. That wraps up a busy weekend of stakes racing action. We hope you've enjoyed the program and hope you'll be able to join us next week. We'll have another good weekend of racing down in Florida. We'll have a group of stakes races, including the Palm Beach Handicap, the Canadian Handicap on the turf, and the Devona Dale for 3-year-old fillies. At the West Coast, we'll have the Las Flores and the Baldwin to be run for 3-year-olds on the turf. And here in New York, we will have the Best Turn for 3-year-old sprinters. We hope you'll be able to join us again next week for Horses and Courses. Thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm Jean Wood. See you back here next time.